On April 20th, Microsoft adds Security Copilot to every M365 E5 tenant. No price increase, no add-on, it's just there. This was buried in a Reddit thread alongside 30 other April changes, and the post had 117 upvotes from sysadmins who caught it. Most IT directors at credit unions, community banks, and mortgage companies have not seen it yet. Here's what it means for your institution. One important clarification first. Security Copilot is not something every E5 user sees on their desktop. It lives inside the security admin tools your team already uses: Defender, Entra, Intune, Purview, and the standalone Security Copilot portal. Your IT director or SOC analyst is the one who interacts with it. Here's how the licensing works, and this is where most people get confused. Think of it like SharePoint storage. Your tenant gets a pool of security compute units based on your E5 license count. 400 SCUs per month for every 1,000 E5 seats. A 200-seat credit union gets 80 SCUs per month. That pool is tenant-wide, shared across your security team. SCUs reset monthly and do not roll over. Microsoft says access is managed through Entra ID groups. Your admin assigns who can use the Security Copilot by adding them to the right group with the right security rules. One thing to know, this is a phased rollout. It runs from April 20th through June 30th. Your tenant gets a 7-day notification before activation. It auto-provisions. No action required to turn it on. You can check your status at security.microsoft.com, go to Settings, Security Copilot. And here's the part that really matters for your institution. Security Copilot analyzes incidents across your entire tenant, covering every user, even those on Business Premium or E3. The Defender telemetry is tenant-wide. Security Copilot is Microsoft's AI layer for the Defender stack. It sits on top of Defender for Endpoint, Defender for Office 365, Defender for Identity, and Defender for Cloud apps. Instead of your team digging through alert queues manually, Security Copilot summarizes incidents in plain language, correlates signals across all 4 Defender products, and generates investigation summaries you can hand to your compliance officer or examiner. For financial institutions, there are 3 capabilities that matter most. First, incident summarization. When Defender flags a suspicious sign-in from an unusual location, followed by a mass download from SharePoint, Security Copilot writes the incident summary. Timeline, affected users, data exposure scope, recommended response. Your team reviews instead of building the report from scratch. Second, the threat intelligence correlation. Security Copilot cross-references your alerts against Microsoft's global threat intelligence feed. If the IP address hitting your tenant is part of a known credential stuffing campaign, you know that before you start investigating. Third, guided remediation. It walks your team through response steps specific to the incident type and your tenant configuration. Not generic playbooks, steps based on the policies and controls you already deployed in your environment. The other April change worth knowing, Microsoft is rolling out passkey registration campaigns in Entra ID. FIDO2 passkeys, that's phishing-resistant authentication that replaces passwords entirely. Here's why this matters more than it sounds. The FFIEC has been pushing financial institutions towards phishing-resistant MFA for 2 years. Hardware security keys work, but adoption is painful. Users lose them, forget them, or resist the workflow change. Passkeys stored on a phone or a laptop are the same cryptographic standard, but the user experience is closer to unlocking a phone. Tap your fingerprint or scan your face, done. Entra's registration campaign lets your IT team nudge users to enroll passkeys at their next sign-in. No forced rollout, no flood to the help desk. Users register at their own pace, and you track adoption through Entra's dashboard. For institutions still running Password Plus Authenticator as your MFA standard, passkeys are the next step your examiner is going to ask about. Getting the registration campaign configured before your next exam puts you ahead of that conversation. If your institution is on E5 and running the Defender suite, Security Copilot plugs directly into what you already have. No new agents to deploy, no new consoles to learn. It reads from the same alert pipeline your security team monitors today. At Access Business Technologies, Guardian already wraps around the Defender stack for our clients. We configure the conditional access policies, the DLP rules, the threat detection thresholds. We monitor for drift and surface security insights when something changes. Security Copilot adds an AI analysis layer on top of what Guardian already monitors. When Defender generates an alert, Security Copilot helps your team understand and respond to it faster. The key word here is surfaces. Guardian surfaces threats and configuration issues. Security Copilot surfaces context and recommended actions. Your security team still makes the decisions. The AI accelerates the investigation, not the response. One more piece of context. On May 1st, Microsoft launches E7, the Frontier Suite, at $99 per month per user. E7 includes E5, plus Enterprise Copilot, plus Agent 365, plus Security Copilot, plus Frontier Model Access. So the question becomes, does your institution need Security Copilot on its own, or do you need the full AI governance stack? For credit unions and community banks under 300 seats on Business Premium, the answer is usually Copilot Business at $32 bundled. E5 and E7 are enterprise plays. For institutions already on E5, Security Copilot is arriving at no extra cost on April 20th. That means you can evaluate the AI security layer before deciding whether E7's agent governance and Enterprise Copilot justify the upgrade to $99. This is a meaningful try before you expand window. Two things to do before April 20th. One, confirm your E5 licenses include the Defender suite and that your security policies are current. Security Copilot analyzes what Defender sees, so the quality of your policies determines the quality of your AI output. Two, get your passkey registration campaign configured in Entra so users start enrolling before your next exam cycle. If your institution wants help getting Security Copilot configured or Defender policies reviewed before the April 20th deadline, talk to our security team. We've done this for 750 credit unions, community banks, and mortgage companies. Link is in the description. I'm Justin Kirsch. See you in the next one.